Alright, so here, Tanner, is the old CRTs, at least the one up front. This is the CD changer, VHS, DVD combo. And then we've got this Kobe, which is part of the digital TV conversion back when they changed over so you can get digital TV signal. And this is the box I was telling you about to switch between antennas, auxiliaries, cable, or VCR. So that's the setup he currently has, along with, or we currently have, along with this. Not sure what this plug does down here, or for what it is supposed to attach to. I guess that was nothing over there. That's just the control panel for the satellite on the roof to point it which direction you want. Okay, over here. Ow! Stepped on a nail or a screw. This system is what I have. It's a tape deck head unit. I'm in the process of pulling it out right now, but KRC 903, whatever that is, on the tape deck. And it's tied into several of the other systems in the coach, but everything is pretty much Kenwood. I'm not quite sure what. I think I have to zoom out, or maybe zoom in on this. Yeah, there we go. Digital signal processor. This is what runs my volume on the Bose speakers. And then there's another switch over here on the dashboard that I can switch back and forth to turn off and on those Bose speakers. I'm not quite sure why they have that installed, but then I've got down here, as you know, I told you some Kenwoods. This is the 4-channel. And back there, it's hard to see, but back there's the 2-channel, or for the sub. Those are just under the kick panel here in the front. So I was thinking about repositioning the JL here and then putting the other JL, because it won't fit where that single channel is, behind this panel. I can just pull this forward and screw it to the back of that and run the wires over. So that was the plan. The subwoofer I took out of here behind the driver's seat. It's an 8-inch sub. That's a box with 2 ports in it. One's an actual port, and one's just a hole they cut to fit the magnet right there in the back, and then covered it with cardboard or carpet or something. The other port is back over on the rear side of this. It's like maybe 1.5 or 2-inch hole. This is the sub that came out of it. It's just a little 8-inch, 350-watt Taiwanese jobber. So that's that. Let me show you the Bose. There's 4 of these Bose cubes. A couple in the kitchen back there. It's hard to see, but there's one, and then a couple here up front. They're all kind of pointing toward the center. So here we are in the back of the coach. This is the bed back here, bedroom. There's the other CRT. He's a squealing baby. Okay, you're up. Okay, so I took a tape deck out of here. An old junky, not even like a regular panel, just like an old shove it in the hole type of deck. But these are some Kenwood speakers that are just in the ceiling right above the master bed. And so they're just tied in. This is just a control panel for lights and alarm clock and stuff. But I was going to take the tape deck from the front, since it's a decent head unit, and put it back here. Just install it back here, since I don't really need anything back here. Unless you've got any fancy ideas for somehow setting up a connection between the system back here and the TV. I'm not sure. I'd have to run wires, but that CRT is going to come out, or that's the plan, to pull that out and make that storage, but I don't know yet. So back to this subwoofer area. These are the tiny speaker wires that ran that sub. Not really big enough to push much more than that. Probably why I didn't hear much bass from that, or maybe because the box stinks. Here's Benson trying to tear things apart. Thank you, Benson. But that's it for the stereo gear and the video gear. The only other thing is the satellite on the roof, which we may rip down because there's no reason to have it if we're tearing all this kind of stuff out, but I'm not sure what we're doing yet. So what I was going to do though is I was going to take these two doors off. I was going to take that TV out, put a webbed like a mesh basket, like the kind you put in the bed of a truck, but smaller, throw hats and sweaters or whatever back behind there. Oh, thank you. You insist that I put my shoes on. Thank you. And then I was going to take these two doors off here and here, and I was just going to mount on this side of the carpet a bracket for a telescoping flat screen mount that comes in and out. That way, if I did have, let's say, a VCR back here or some kind of equipment, I could still have it back there and have the TV covering it, pull it out and down, away and down to watch it more at this level, and then push it back up and leave it there up higher when we're driving, and then just have storage here. I could also, I mean, still have some storage. I could even put that netting across this side and do the bracket on this side with the TV, mesh across there, and put that board back where that used to be, and keep this for storage too behind the TV. I'm not quite sure what would be best, but there's a TV there, like a widescreen. Let me just get rid of those doors. So let me know what you think. Alright, just one more thing. The only other thought I had to mention was this whole coach has got the wires run. These are for the Bose speakers, of course, but they're pretty tiny. And they don't need much more than that, I'm sure, but that's kind of the type of stuff they used. These are the ground and power wires down here. Obviously not very big. I'll get a little closer there, but sorry for the shakiness. You can see these wires are not very big for power. I don't even think they're audio quality, they're just cables. And then the RCAs, you can't see them, but they're really small too, like tinier than you get on most junky electronics and things. But alright, I'm out.